Hello, dear Virgo. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. This is your November beginning to mid-November 2019. It's a divine spread. It's love in general. And as I do at the beginning of the month, I take your Karma Dharma card. Thank you so much for being patient. We are going through a Mercury retrograde. Uploading these videos has been very, very hard. I've had to change browser, restart computers, just Mercury retrograde, that's to be expected. So Virgo, let's see what's going on with you beginning to mid-November 2019 in your Karma Dharma position. Please, Spirit, for Virgo, what's Virgo going through? And we have the Lovers. And I'd like to say that I did shuffle for you before I opened cam and the sun fell out, so I was just wondering if the same card would come out. The Lovers is a Gemini, of course. It's a soulmate connection. It's a very divine union. Look at the love here. Look at the intimacy. With Mercury retrograding through Scorpio, it's a time of getting very intimate with information. We are ruled by Mercury, and therefore we are very affected. Mercury also rules Gemini, and it's transiting the sign of Scorpio, so those are the three signs that are affected the most with this Mercury retrograde. Now, the Lovers is a head over heart decision. It is a divine union. It does depict Archangel Michael. There is a lot of closeness, a lot of emotional intimacy here as well. Maybe with Mercury transiting through Scorpio, which is the house of sex and intimacy and commitments, there will be communication around these matters. Okay, dear Virgo, let's take the Witch's Tarot. Now, this deck here is the Druid Craft Tarot deck. Let's take your divine spread. Now, the House of Gemini is also about collaboration, communication, it's business, it's primary education, siblings, neighbors. So this could be a decision around anything like that. It's also the House of written, spoken work. Anything to do with telecommunications is Gemini, of course. I should say is Mercury, which rules Gemini. Yeah? Okay. Let's take for Virgo, please, Spirit. November. Now, we are having a full moon in Taurus, which is in a very positive aspect to both earth signs, Virgo and Capricorn, but Capricorn is dealing with what they're dealing with, Pluto and Saturn being there in the south node. So this full moon in Taurus is in a trine aspect to you, Virgo. So around the 12th, 13th of the month of November, there are blessings coming in. Now, Jupiter has also moved out of its shadow phase now, so bringing in the blessings there in Sagittarius, it's very strong. Now, for Virgo people, this is Jupiter is transiting our fourth house of foundation, security, family. So let's see what's happening here in your divine spread. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles in your area of home. Nine of Pentacles is the Virgo card. She is in the Witch's Tarot. She's actually pregnant. She's expecting. So she could be pregnant with an idea. She could be pregnant, or I should say waiting on something to manifest. There is a bun in the oven, we say. Something is growing, something has been planted, that seed has been planted, but this is the person who stands alone. So finances are looking pretty good, Virgo. Now, we know that Virgo is the mother of earth, depicted usually by the Queen of Pentacles. Here we've got, again, she's very similar to the Queen of Earth. could even be talking about Empress qualities here. So Jupiter is bringing in blessings, I would say, where finances are concerned. There's more security. 9 of Pentacles, you're 1 before the 10. The 10 would be the family, right? Here I see you standing strong on your own in your financial situation. Maybe emotionally you are alone, dear Virgo. Let's see the rest of your cards. In the hidden position is the King of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. King of Cups is someone who is very open emotionally, someone who is very balanced within their emotions, usually. I'm not reading reversals, so what you don't know is that there could be an offer. He's holding the Ace of Cups here. He could be offering you his cup of love. Okay, let's see. In the recent past, we have the Hermit. So you've been working hard in solitude, looking for details, maybe even spiritually maturing, dear Virgo, doing your homework. Some of you could be extending your education, furthering your education. This could be also doing detective work, checking up on someone, not being in the light, in the limelight, having taken a step back. And the Hermit is someone who could be a teacher as well. Some of you could be a teacher to others. Okay, you are the light, you are showing the light, you are also gaining the clarity from the divine. Maybe you are meditating, connecting with the divine, receiving the messages. Let's see what's in the now. You have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of success, recognition, popularity. Some of you, with whatever you do, I don't know what you do in your vocation. Whatever you do, you are being noticed for your successes. There is a little bit of ego here, not a lot. I think that because the Hermit is one step before the Wheel of Fortune, you're ready. Some of you may be ready to show your talents, show your successes. We've got 2 sixes here. Let's look at your goal. And you've got a wish that you are hoping to accomplish. 9 of Cups. Now this is in the area of career, your social status, how your future is looking. The area of Capricorn here is where the transformation is happening through karmic situations. Pluto and Saturn are moving direct. So, you know, Capricorn is also the authority. It's government agencies, big corporations. Saturn could be bringing you gifts. This area here, dear Virgo, would be your 5th house of romance. 5th house is the natural house of Leo. So there is some sort of a transformation happening for you in your house of fun, your house of creativity, your house of children. Let's look at the action and advice. And we have the 8 of Wands. Now this could be a card of travel, could be communicating through social media, love messages to and fro through the internet. As I said, flight travel, going somewhere, news coming in very quickly, fast action. The pace is picking up here. Let's look at your outcome. And we've got the 6 of Cups, dear Virgo. This is the soulmate card. This is also the card of children. You do have a very strong connection here with someone who seems to be a water sign, may not be. He's showing up as water. Let's look at what the divine is bringing in for you. Okay, the 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia, looking back at your childhood, maybe a previous life, a soulmate coming back from the past. Mercury retrograde does that. Let's look at the divine position. And we've got the Page of Swords, which is a card of truth, a message. This could also be the Ace of Swords, which severs ties, but usually this is the student. Could it be that someone is looking you up online? Could it be you doing the spying? You're doing your homework? Let's take another card. Now this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. news coming through. Could be harsh, could be a message of truth. Whatever comes through is going to help you turn a page. Okay, so let's take another card, and we've got the Fool. And the Fool is Aries energy. This is someone that is starting a brand new chapter in their life. A new cycle is beginning here. Aries is the warrior. Let's not forget that Chiron is transiting Aries. Now Chiron is the wounded healer, wounds from past lives, the victim mentality, wounds of self-worth. You could be cutting that out. I was just saying that your reading is really, really amazing. Now, I did have an interruption. I'm sorry about that. Let's continue. So the Fool card is a new cycle, of course. It could be a new cycle in partnership, in relationship. We've got two cards of a very special relationship here. So we've got some water, a fair bit of water actually. We've got the Nine of Cups. The King of Cups is holding that 10th cup. Here we've got the 6 and the 8, which equal 14, rings the Temperance card. Some of you have been very patient. Something is being worked out for you. It looks as though you may have the indication around your goals, what you're trying to accomplish. And also, you know, it's like seeing through the veil towards the future and what is changing for you, what is transforming. And again, I think that the work that you've done in the past, the work is being recognized. Let's take some more cards, dear Virgo. I'd like to see. There are no swords here at all, except for the Ace of Swords that this page is holding. So we've got a little bit of everything here, which is good. It's a good mix. Let's look at your love life, dear Virgo. And thank you again, as I said, for your patience. You've been wonderful. Let's look at your love life. So please, Spirit, Virgo, and their love life, beginning till mid-November 2019. Virgo. Does Virgo need to know? Archangel Michael, please guide me. Archangel Lophiel for Virgo. We have the Princess of Arrows. So this is the Page of Arrows, Page of Swords again. So yeah, communication coming through, a message of truth, I believe. You may be communicating with an air sign. Let's take another card. And we've got transformation, which is the Death card. So whatever message is coming through is going to bring in change. Now, this is Scorpio. As I said, your ruling planet is retrograde in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about intimacy. You know, this is Pluto here. Pluto and Persephone. And I've just recently mentioned the story of Persephone going down into the dungeon, being taken away from Pluto. I'm wondering if you remember it, for those of you that follow my channel. A beautiful depiction of powerful Pluto here. Let's take one more card. And we've got the Four of Wands, dear Virgo, the marriage card. Look at the divine union. This is committing. Committing to someone. Committing to maybe even a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. That is beautiful. I love to see. Let's take the romance angels as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. There is some sort of a celebration around a transformation, some sort of change that's going to happen after you receive a message of truth. So look out for that. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So that's exactly what Persephone does with Pluto. She goes down into the dungeon with Hades there, and she disconnects from the world for 6 months, and then he lets her walk the earth for 6 months, and then she spends another 6 months in the dungeon in the realms of Pluto. So let's take another card. So you are retreating, spending some alone time with this King of Cups, I would say, more than likely. Virgo, what else do you have? And you've also got separation. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to have to take another card. So separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Now, separation doesn't necessarily mean divorce, separating for good. It speaks of time apart. So let's take, just looking to see where I can put the cards. Let's put the retreat card here, the separation card next to it. Some of you may be separating with your past, something to do with the past. And it's got to do with time. And time is, the Lord of Time is Kronos, which is Saturn. And we've got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Wow, what's going on, Virgo? What are you addicted to? Are you addicted to a codependent relationship? And this could mean that maybe if there's such a deep bond, for some of you, the bond is so deep that you feel totally connected, and you feel that you can't stand alone. This is like, and it rings a bell, which is the song that says, "Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high, not enough, and you're gonna die." And I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. It's a beautiful song. It's an oldie. I don't know, I keep coming up with songs with these readings, but it does talk about addictions. Now, what kind of addictions are you dealing with? And this does ring the devil, Saturnian again. So something is being asked of you from Saturn. And again, the Lord of Karma and Time is Saturn. Some of you may be severing ties, separating from someone that may have felt as though they were like too codependent on you. Maybe just like, you know, when people know that you are very capable, and I would call them energy vampires. So I feel as though you are dealing with someone that takes from your energy here. Some of you, yeah, this is what may be happening. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, and we've got let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Very interesting. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So I feel that this Page of Swords, the message that's going to come through, is going to help you sever ties with what this codependency is. Okay, because there are many Virgos that are watching this video, and I don't know exactly what it is for you, but what I see is there is so much positivity here. Okay, but there's also another area of life that we are seeing here. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is your energy, dear Virgo. You are depicted by air, the air element. You are very logical, very cerebral. Queen of Swords severs ties with whatever is draining her energy, with whoever is has been hurtful, has used cutting words. She's someone who's been through a lot, obviously. Okay, and we've got the Four of Pentacles here, which is mind in your heart, holding something very close to you, maybe even things to do with home and family. It is a 4, and this is usually my Taurus card. And we've got Justice, Justice, which is Libra, Justice, which is very karmic. The scales are balancing out. Justice is number 11. I think that because Justice is Libra and Libra is partnerships, some of you have been holding on to something way too long. It is time to sever ties with that. Let's see what's beneath the Justice card. And we've got the Queen of Wands. I do feel that this is your energy as well, dear Virgo. The Queen of Wands is someone who is a go-getter, someone who can be quite fiery, quite spontaneous, very attractive. Now we do have Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. These could be siblings if these are not your energy, and I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't show up as the Queen of Pentacles. We shall see what's beneath this Queen of Wands. And we have the Three of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is driven by her passion. She's very creative. She's a business owner. Okay, so she is holding that Ace of Wands. She's been waiting at the dock, right? Waiting for those ships to come through. Whatever you've initially created of your own, is starting to bear the fruit. And the Queen of Wands here is holding that 4th wand. Remember the 4 of Wands here. So it's taken some time. This is a card of having done the work and waiting for someone or something to come through. Waiting on the return. Let's take some more cards. Let's use another deck. Just the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. So let's look at more clarity. What's going on here? Let's look at the Lovers. And the Lovers could be a choice, head over heart decision, of course. But it's a very, very, these two people are like one. So I would say more than likely there is a sense of codependency here. They work together. They exist together. They're not very good when they're separated, as you could see in this card. Let's take another card. We have the 7 of Cups, which can be Piscean, confusion, illusion, things being up in the air, having choices, not knowing which one to take. Neptune, mind you, which rules Pisces, is in your 7th house of relationships. And it's end of November, it will be turning direct. So could be that you are getting clarity. Let's take another card. Clarity on the confusion within this bond. And there's the Ace of Swords, which is held by the Page. Again, truth being told. Let's take another card. Page of Wands. Very fresh energies. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. These could be children, of course. Okay, the message could be, let's go on that adventure. Let's take the risk. Let's go for it. Let's expand on our horizons. Let's do this. So we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Usually it's my Aries card. It's the minor arcana of the Fool. So this is very similar. Look at the two. Look at the two. They're exactly the same. Let's take another card on that. And we've got the Nine of Wands. For some reason here, this person he's put up his barriers. He's been through a lot. Having trouble in accepting or in trusting that the burden is close to being at the end. Let's take another card on the Fool and the Page of Swords in the divine position. And we've got the Hanging Man. Pisces again. Oh, waiting for the clarity, hoping to receive the download from above. This is like wanting to take a leap of faith, but there's something being held back. Something is holding you back. Or this is someone that is being held back because of the lack of clarity. Could it be that once Neptune turns direct, you will start, end of the month, you will start on this new journey? Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. And as I said, she is pregnant with an idea. She is pregnant with something that is growing. There's a lot of intelligence here. Can you clear that? Thank you. Seven of Swords can be sneaking around. You may be dealing with an air sign that may be a little bit sneaky, not very open, not very clear with their communication, beating around the bush. But this could also be an intelligence of yours which is helping you manifest abundance. Let's look at this King of Cups. Who is this? And we've got the Ten of Cups. This is someone that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. As I said before, the 9 and the 10th cup he's holding it. He is someone who makes you very happy, dear Virgo. 10 of Cups, happy family, happy bliss, happy times. Let's look at the Hermit. Ace of Pentacles. So a brand new beginning, something that promises longevity, long term. This could be you are finding something that you can invest in. You are being handed something that is an investment. The hard work is paying off. Now, some of you are looking for news, looking for details. You're doing the Virgo thing, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. The Ace of Pentacles again. Whatever the 9 of Pentacles here is trying to manifest, she's looking for that 10th Pentacle, maybe hoping to start a family with the feelings here, the reciprocated feelings of the King of Cups. Let's see what that Six of Wands is in the now position. And we've got Judgment, which says that this is a second chance coming around for you, a second chance to have another go, a second chance to be reborn. This is Pluto saying that it's time to awaken and take a breath of life. Here we've got 2 cards that just opened up. Okay, 3 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. This could be all around work, collaboration, maybe putting a lot of creativity, working in a group effort, maybe some disagreements, but nevertheless, you're trying to build on something. It does have the potential for the 9 of Cups. Let's look at that 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands in the action and advice. Justice again. Twice, dear Virgo. Libra. Justice is fairness, it's balance, it's fair and equal giving and receiving. Justice is also legalities. Quickly you are moving into a balanced and harmonious relationship, bond. Some of you are quickly moving into divorce, separating with the past. Whatever has been codependent in your life, you may be quickly moving away from it. Let's take the 6 of Cups. And we have the Death card. Change and transformation. More Scorpio here. Obviously, we're dealing with more than likely a Scorpio. Scorpio who could be at a distance to you, could be on the cusp with Scorpio and Sag because of the Knight of Wands. This could be someone that is from a foreign background at a distance with the Three of Wands. You already had the Three of Wands. So this is, I think that some of you have been waiting patiently for a soulmate. Could be someone that travels a lot for work, someone that is on their horse all the time. This is quick energy. After waiting, there are the three, and the fourth wand is the Knight of Wands is holding that. So this is Sagittarian energy, obviously. As I said, Sag, Scorpio, very close. They're right next to each other, so it could be someone that could be from a foreign place, could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And the Three of Wands is, again, having done the work and waiting for the payout, waiting for those ships, hoping to expand your horizons. Some of you may be needing to travel yourselves. Let's take the Divine Position, another card on the Hanging Man. So we've got the Fool, we've got the Page of Swords and the Hanging Man and the Moon. And the Moon can be fears, it can also be intuition, it can also speak of anything to do about motherhood issues. Okay, the Moon is also a card of our psyche, messages coming through our dreams. Now, as I said, we are having a full moon in the sign of Taurus, which, and you know that we've got double Pisces here and Cancer. And Pisces is the martyr, of course. The moon can be fierce, so I think that holding on and waiting is bringing up your fears and your anxieties, thinking that what you want to manifest, this new cycle, is maybe not real. Maybe you've been deceived. Let's take another card. And we've got the King of Cups. Could be fears around this King of Cups. You have the King of Cups twice, dear Virgo. So no doubt this is your man, the King of Hearts. Could be Cancer, could be Pisces, could be Scorpio. But we've got Scorpio here, we've got Pluto here. So more than likely we are talking about, and we've got Pluto here, so more than likely it's Scorpio for most of you. I'd like to take another card here on the Justice card with the Eight of Wands. And we've got the Nine of Swords. A bit of worry and anxiety around quick-paced energy, around legalities, around someone. I feel that here that you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Libra in their chart. If this is the person that you're dealing with from the past, and I said could even be Capricorn, I feel that this is not your anxiety for most of you. Even though, yes, Virgo does show up as the Queen of Swords. Wow, I just dropped the Five of Pentacles. Two people feeling left out in the cold. It did fall here, so I will say that in your home and your foundation, there's an imbalance. It's a 5. Lack of funds, lack of security, in emotional security, I should say. Someone is not open. For those of you that have been dealing with an air sign, could be someone that is trying to get away with something. Someone who is causing you a lot of sleepless nights, worry, anxiety. Some of you could even be fearing change, quick change, and moving into a legal situation. Let's look at the Queen of Swords, who could also be a legal representative. Six of Pentacles, which again is Libra. Okay, so this is again the scales of justice. I think that talking your truth, can bring up more anxiety, more worry, whatever you are dealing with from the past. And here the general energy says, let your friends help you. So some of you, I believe, are probably standing alone and you need help from your friends at this time. And trust in that. Oh, wow, Virgo. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And this is calling in your soulmate. We've got Archangel Michael right here. Please clear for me. Calling in your soulmate. Ooh, okay, well, I always think like when a reading starts really very, very positive, you think, okay, this is too good to be true. There is no reading. It's all good. How is it possible that there wouldn't be things happening? People wouldn't be watching tarot if they were so happy, right? If they weren't missing things. They wouldn't be looking for the answers if they had all the answers. So the more cards, obviously, more stories start to play out. I'm going to take another card on this King of Cups because he is in the hidden position, in the position of what you don't know. What you don't know about this King of Cups. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is Sagittarius and Jupiter. It's a 10. The wheel is turning. 2 10s. 2 10s mean different cycles, new cycles. But the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in blessings for you, no doubt. Now again, foreign places and people is Sagittarius. Could you be cutting someone out of your life because there wasn't an equal giving and receiving? There was only a taking. But I do see with the Ace of Pentacles in the recent past, something is being handed to you, something that is real, it's tangible, it's going to go long term. Let's take some Sibillas. I want to take one tarot on this codependency with the separation. Just one card on that area there. And it's funny that we've got the King of Cups right on the Four of Wands. That is funny. And the King of Cups is sent to you by the divine. So codependency, and we've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands can be someone who is a business owner, someone who is driven by their passions, obviously. You know, the Queen of Wands is all about desires. Could you be, because she's very magnetic herself, but she's codependent. She is drawn, she is magnetized by something that is not healthy. Let's take another card. And you did have the Queen of Wands before there, if you remember, dear Virgo, and I said that we could be talking about siblings. And we've got the Two of Cups. Okay. Yeah, so what I feel here is that the attraction is so great and you can't even handle, dear Virgo, this is your energy. You cannot be apart from your partner for very long at all. The Two of Cups here again. I shouldn't say again because you've got the Six of Cups, you've got the Lovers, and now you've got the Two of Cups here with the Four of Wands. So I'm going to say that for maybe one or two of you out there, you may be dealing with someone who's got a drug addiction, a sex addiction, maybe even just being very codependent because you are showing up as a leader. They're codependent on you, which means that they can't live without you because you are the leader. They're following you. They're followers. You're the leader. And I'm not talking about this King of Cups. This King of Cups is someone that is very attracted. There is a strong sexual tendency here, especially with the Queen of Wands. So there is a strong magnetic attraction. And for those of you that are not wanting to fall pregnant, please be careful. We do have the pregnant woman here with the Ace of Pentacles. If you are not planning a pregnancy, take your precautions. So, yeah. I want to take some Sibillas now and we'll see what else we're going to look at. Let's take the Sibillas. I would like to look firstly at, I want to see this Seven of Swords in your foundation. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. What's going on in your area of home, your foundation? We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, and I said that Jupiter is transiting 4th house of home. So, Fortuna, this is Tihi, which is luck. Come on, there she is. The wheel is turning. There are changes here, and you know, Jupiter can also be legalities. This is the Five of Wands, just like we've got up here. Maybe not being on the same page. The wheel keeps turning, but whatever changes are coming, they're meant for you. They're meant to be good. Here we've got the Merchant. Number 13, Scorpio. Again, the import-export. The person who thinks very carefully, is trying to be very strategic in relation to partnership, contracts. And this could be even your energy, dear Virgo, of course. But I believe that mainly it's the Scorpio that you are dealing with. This is a business owner. And here we've got Leggerezza, again, very, very Plutonian. Okay, transformation, the butterfly. This is a lightness of being. This is also a sexual energy. Of course, so the Seven of Swords could be that there is a sense of a tactic or not being open with. Could be that this King of Cups is someone that's not very open with their feelings, their emotions, because they are very Scorpio. They're very Plutonian. They're very deep. It's, you know, that Scorpio people don't connect intimately until they're certain about that. And that's probably why you've got the Five of Pentacles here. And if you are at a distance from each other, obviously, that does bring in an imbalance. Let's look at the change here, because the King of Cups is someone who is quite open with his emotions. Now, if it's Scorpio, as I said, if it is Scorpio, yes, you've got to dive deep. Now, your ruling planet is in Scorpio. So what's it going to find? What's it going to come up with? Let's look at this King of Cups. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here and the stanza, the card of intimacy, things that happen behind a closed door. News is coming through. We have the Disgrazia, which is the Tower. This is the Seven of Swords. A sudden shift and a change. And we've got Amica, which is the Four of Wands, the card of harmony. Your confidant, your best friend. Looks like this King of Cups is coming through. Coming through after holding back on emotions and feelings. I think also with Scorpio, there's a lot of transformation. Pluto, as I said, is moving direct. Let's look at the divine position. What is this hold up and this card of fears? There is a new cycle with the full card here. Let's see. Now we've got the Belvedere, which is the Three of Cups, being on the lookout, waiting for those ships to come in, waiting on a visitor. We have the Ilnamiko, which is the enemy that is transforming. Any negative energy is going away. This is again very karmic, shedding the skin, growing new skin, ending the cycle. Let's see what else. And we've got the card of Speranza and hope. So it looks like this King of Cups is obviously shedding the old, going through major change, having a different perspective, maybe even with this full moon in Taurus, I would say more than likely, the blessings are coming in. This is a card of hope, of course, and the Eight of Cups means that someone they've grown, they've matured through the experiences of life. And could it be that this King of Cups is coming from a past relationship where there wasn't the emotional fulfillment? The Ten of Cups here is sitting with the Ten of Cups. So I'd like to have a look and see what the Eight of Wands, the Justice card, and the Nine of Swords is in the action and advice. We've got Allegrezza al cuore, merriment and happiness, but this is also the Five of Cups, focusing on the past losses and not looking to the future. We've got Donna Maritata, the mother with the children. Okay, so you could be a mother with children. This is the Empress qualities. Okay, she is a number 12, which says that she's very patient. Could Virgo, this is your 7th house. Pisces, this is how you are. You're very loving, nurturing. Sometimes you can even show up as the martyr where relationships are concerned because you give so much. That's what Pisces is. And Virgo can get very hurt when Virgo gives too much and it's not reciprocated. So you have sacrificed a lot here, I see, with the hanging man. And here we've got the delirante, deliriousness. Deliriousness, that could be called the silly actions card. It's the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is usually my Virgo card, or someone who stands alone. Now this person has been out with his mates, is having drinks, maybe even being supported by friends. You know, the delirious card is also a very neutral card. Now it's sitting right next to the Empress, the loving, nurturing, motherly figure. So let's take another card and see. And we've got the Consolante Sorpresa, Six of Wands, again a card of success. Uranian energy, suddenly the self-worth changes. I do feel here that something is too good to be true. There is a little bit of worry here, doubting your self-worth, doubting the reciprocity. And suddenly, with the energy of Uranus in Taurus, you get the jewels, you get the loot, the prize. This is a sudden, unexpected windfall, luck, prosperity, and recognition, obviously. Yep. I'd like to look at the crowning position, which is the Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. We have the Gran Consolazione, having everything that you desire. This is the Seven of Wands. You've worked hard for it. You've worked hard for it. Here we've got the Vedovo. Wow. Three of Swords. Someone mourning their past. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Now, how does that work? Three of Swords. We've got two of the most positive cards, plus the Three of Swords in the middle. Some sort of disagreements or some mourning the past, and this could even be time lost. This could even be time lost because you are beginning something new. Ace of Cups is here and this is the cup that's missing from the Nine of Cups. This could be mourning the past. The time has passed. Now, Three of Swords could also speak of health issues, things to do with maybe a disappointment where health is concerned. And why? Because the Three of Swords does show a heart with three swords in it. So a little bit of pain. And again, whatever's happened, and because we've got someone who is focusing on the past, and here we had the five of cups, so that's the 3 cups that were spilt in the past, and we do have 3 people here. So I'm going to say that, as I said before, because we've got the mother with the children here, we are talking about situations of the past, maybe a disappointment of time that's passed, and it's coming back. The chance is coming back here, though. This is a second chance, but looks like the Vedov or the widower could be someone that's lost a precious family member, because here we've got the family sitting around a table with family, co-workers, could have lost someone special. This could be you, Virgo, having lost someone. Could be the person, the King of Cups that you're dealing with. Let's look at this Judgment and the 6 of Wands. And we've got the Ace of Cups. There we go, a second chance at love. A second chance at love, dear Virgo. This is beautiful. Absolutely. I'd like to take 3 Sibillas just on this 6 of Pentacles, which is the energy of Libra, the Queen of Swords. We have La Reunion, 8 of Wands, accepting a relationship, being reciprocated, finally. The Queen of Swords is someone who speaks their truth. She's someone who's been hurt in the past, therefore she protects her heart. Virgo, you are very truthful, very on the up and up. Here, maybe this is saying that you were careful with your heart here. Okay, and as I say, always with Mercury retrograde, people, situations, and things come back from the past. We've got the 10 of Swords, which is Capricorn energy. You're climbing a mountain. It's not easy. And you may be dealing with someone that is someone who is very Saturnian, someone who does not open up easily, someone who holds secrets. And here we've got the Ace of Wands, which is the Hymeneo, and this is a spiritual bond, a spiritual connection. Please show my card. Thank you. Ace of Wands. This is a commitment. So it's been hard. I think the lessons are learned here, that when the feelings are reciprocated, the effort needs to come from both sides, both parties. Okay, and putting in the work from both sides. That's what brings the end of suffering and the end of hardship. This soldier is ready to climb that mountain. He's got the strong knees. He's the goat. He's got putting a lot of work into this. For some of you, may have taken more work than other relationships, but you are getting to a very good connection and agreement here. A marriage proposal, obviously. We're talking serious things here, Virgo. This is not something to laugh about. You've got 1, 2, 3 aces. Wow. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is I'm going to take the King of Cups. Now, dear Virgo, King of Cups, I said that you may show up as the Queen of Pentacles, but you did not. So we've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, which you are showing up as here. You're also the Queen of Swords here, but I will just take these two cards. It's much easier. Let's take some of my handwritten cards and see what both characters have got to say. Now, you might be the King of Cups and you're dealing with the Queen of Wands. It can go either way. Now, it could be also that this King of Cups has got strong Sagittarius, as I said, in their chart, because we've got the Six of Wands there, which is someone who is quite popular, quite renowned in what they do. Let's take the King of Cups. What does he have to say? Here we are. And we have, why did you leave me? How could you? What went wrong? So it looks as though it's coming back round. Looks like this Queen of Wands bailed on this King of Cups at some point. Let's take the Queen of Wands and see what she's got to say. And we've got the Four of Cups. I will ruin your life. I'm no good for you. Well, that sounds like the victim mentality to me. Now, the I am no good for you could mean the burdens that the Queen of Wands has got. If she is dealing with someone that doesn't have burdens, we've got Nine of Cups here, though. Let's take one more card on each character. Let's look at the King of Cups. If you notice, they're all cups. Here we've got the Three of Swords. I'm not in love with you. I have to be honest with you. I do not believe this. Looks like this is going to be quite a thriller. And I feel as though there is a sense of ego from this King of Cups. Remember the Three of Swords over here. This has probably got to do with the past. It's in the past position. After that is the Ace of Cups. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. And she says the timing is not right. Maybe tomorrow. And the Lord of Karma and Time, Saturn. Seven of Pentacles, looking at a situation. Let's take another card on each position. And I think we will leave it at that. We have, I want you to be happy. I'm here for you always. If you want me to. And that's the Ten of Pentacles. Instead of the Ten of Cups now, this is the King of Cups. Looks like you've come full circle, dear Virgo, with this relationship. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. And she says, I'm married, I lied to you, I'm sorry. Five of Swords. That's why I'm saying that maybe this Queen of Wands, which I think is your energy, dear Virgo, some of you may be still coming out of a relationship. Remember the mother with the children here? I did say worries and anxiety around maybe the justice. Some of you are divorcing. Could be anything like that. But you know, the Five of Swords is also a love triangle usually. So we've got 11, 16. 16 equals a 7. Here we've got 8, 18, which equals a 9. So the King of Cups, I think, is with a 9. He's ready to nearly a 10. Here we've got 11, 16, which equals a 7. So he's a bit further ahead, a bit more ahead than what the Queen of Wands is. I'm going to take now one message from both of these characters to see how they feel towards each other. This is going to be one message that they both feel towards each other. And we've got, I want to have a family with you. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. So they both want to be in a family together. I do feel that I'm married, I lied to you, I'm sorry. I don't know when she lied to him, but she did. So I will leave these messages. You know your own personal story. The rest of the reading, of course, it's all a general reading, but these are very specific cards here that I take. I do hope that you did receive some clarity. Wishing you all the best, dear Virgo. Thank you so much for all that you do for my channel, and I enjoy reading for you. So I would appreciate your comments as well as your likes and your subscribes. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sending you many blessings. I will see you in about a week. See ya.